Hi all, welcome to Core Java for testers with simple programs. I'll be covering the Java topics only from interview perspective. I will not be covering all the topics or I'll not be going in depth of every topic. I'll be covering only whatever is required for a tester from interview perspective. So today let's start with what is class, what is method, and what is object with the syntax. Okay, so what is class? So what is class? Class is a collection of methods and objects. So you would be seeing my screen. So in interview, if somebody asks, this is a very basic questions for an experienced. Generally, these questions they may not ask these questions, but still, you can learn this simple definition that I have given here. If somebody asks what is collection, what is class, you can say collection of method and objects. Okay, and class name should always be in Pascal notation. What is Pascal notation? Pascal notation means every starting letter of the word should be in caps. Say for example, I've given Facebook, so I've split face as one word and book as one word. So I've given F in capital letter and B in capital letter. So Facebook becomes F becomes this Pascal notation. Okay, so what is object? Okay, now don't think I'll be covering only the theoretical part. I'll show all these things in practically also, but just for the sake of giving definition I've given here, because in interview they will ask definitions. If somebody asks what is class, you don't have to think through too much about what you were doing it practically. Just say it's a collection of method and objects, that is enough. So that is what I am covering, the theoretical part now. Then what is object? It's a runtime memory allocation. We can call our methods by using objects. What is object? Runtime memory allocation. We can call our methods by using objects. Object name should be created in Heap memory, and syntax for object is class name object name equal to new of class name. We already saw what is class. It's a collection of method and object. So once we create a class, then with the help of that class we can create some object, and we can call our methods. Then what is method? Method is a set of action to be performed. Inside the method only we can write our business logic. So what is method? Set of action to be performed. Inside that method only we can write our business logic. Okay, what is method name? The method name should be in Camel notation. Okay, what is Camel notation? We saw here as Pascal notation. Pascal notation means the starting letter should be in caps. So what is Camel notation? Camel notation means the starting letter will be in lowercase. See, I've given an example here, username. This U is in lowercase, and the second word of the starting letter should be in capital letter. So username should be like this. If you want another example, like Facebook, face should be like this, book should be like this. So this becomes the method. If you write the Camel notation and give ctrl+space, automatically it creates a method. Okay, then how to call the method by using the object name means the syntax is object name dot method name. These things we will see how to do it practically. Okay, so let's not go in depth of the definition part. I'll be giving this in the description box as well. Now let's move on to the practical session. Okay, so what I will do, I will create an object. First, before that, I missed a package. I didn't say about package. Before creating class or object, whatever, we need to create an package. Without creating a package, we cannot work on Java. So let me create an package. Package name should be created while creating the class. So let's open Eclipse Java. Already the project is here. Let me create a package. Right click, new, project, we are working on Java project, so I have selected this. Click on next. Let's give the project name as, let me say, training. Next. So training project is created here. I will finish this. So I've created a project. So once you created a project, automatically this system library and src folder will be created, and these things, this JRE system library will have all the Java jar files, required jar files, and inside this src only we'll be able to create a package and class. So let's create a package. Click on, right click, new, you will see a package here. Click on that. So always package name should be like org, starts with, should be like this. So let's say org dot training. So I've created a package. Now inside this package only I'm going to create a class. Again I'll click on, right click on this, new, class. So class name should be Pascal Notation. What is Pascal Notation? We saw here. Pascal Notation means this first letter should be capital letter. So since I've mentioned training as a project and package name, will say class name as, I will create it as new batch. So I will say new batch. Okay, finish. See, package org.training that we created here, and I created a class called new batch. So it created a class public, class new batch. See here it is mentioned class, so class name is new batch. This is how we'll have to create a class. Okay, now inside the class, what we are going to do inside the class, we are going to see how to write the method, object, how to call it, and how to create a main method. Okay, so what we will do, let's start with, we have created a class. Now we will create a method. Let's create some method. How to create a method? Come here. Method name should be in Camel notation, which means it should start with lowercase. So new batch, and I will name it and I will name some students name, or I will say students. So I will start the students. So I have given the first letter in small letter, small lowercase, and the second word list in the uppercase. So now I'll have to give ctrl+space. If I give ctrl+space, the method will be created. Now I'll change the private into public. So these things, private, public, all those things we will see in the upcoming class, but it will take some time. So now you just always remember that you need to change from private to public. See, now the method is created. Remove this, this is not required. So inside this method only we will create our business logic. Now I want to print some value. So what I will do, I will to print some value, we should give print. How we will give in Java language, we'll have to say sys out ctrl+space, that is system.out.println. But we can, each and every time we cannot type system.out.println. So instead of that, shortcut is sys out ctrl+space. this entire thing will come, system.out.println will come. Okay, I'll remove this. Now I'll write some logic here. I want to print, say, students list. I want to print this method students list. This should be given in the double quotes. Okay, I have saved it. Now let me run. How you will run? Go here, see the side arrow, just click on that. You will not see any output. This welcome is for the previous the packages output, just ignore it. But if you try to get the output now itself, you will not be able to get it. So to get the output, you should always have a main method. Without the main method, we cannot create an object and we cannot run our program. So to create a main method, what you should do is type main, 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 give control space bar. You are able to see main method, just enter. Main method is created. Inside this we are going to create an object. So to create an object, what is the syntax? To create an object, the syntax is class name object name equal to new of class name. So class name object name equal to new of class name, and you'll have to give this brackets and semicolon. So what is the class name here? New batch is the class name. New batch, class name, object name. What is object name? It's we need to create an object. You can give any name. So object name, let's say n, because I have given new, so I mentioned as n equal to new of class name. New class name, what is the class name again? New batch, and give these two braces, semicolon, save it. I'll remove this because I just typed for your reference, so I'll remove this. So this is the object that we have created. What is the object? N is the object. Now I want to call, I've created this n object for new batch class. So whatever is there in this new batch class, we should be able to call out here. Let me see, it should show student list here. Let me check n dot and see if I'm able to see student list here. See, student list is there highlighted, and in which class? New batch class. See, this is how. Say for example, I want to create another. I want to create another method. Say I will give students, sorry, I want to give student identity, student identity. Give control space bar. I have created a method. I'm changing this private to public. I will remove this one. I came here, I'll remove this students identity. Now I want to print this method, sys out. I will give student identity, save it. Now here if I type n dot, I should be able to see student identity. Let's see, n dot student identity. See, I have highlighted here student, so which means that our program is correct. Now let's try and see the output. Run the program. See, student list and student identity, these were the logic that we wrote inside the method. So this is how you need to create a class. This is how you have to create a method. This is how you need to create an object, and then you'll have to call the object and run the program. So I hope you understand the basics of Java. So I will complete the session today with these topics, and tomorrow we will continue with the next topics. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching.